What it do, comic babies? I'm Bunkmaster B, and today I don't know how to work my video editor. I updated it. I did just a normal update, and now I can't get it to edit my normal video. So a little behind the scenes and very, very little bit because this part's really boring. Normally when I edit on one video camera, and then I split the video and audio stream into two. I do some cleanup on the audio, and then I upload them as two separate tracks. So I have my video as one track, and I have my audio as a separate track with the video muted, so you only hear the cleaned up audio. And normally, because where I film this, that works out a whole lot better. And for whatever reason, right now, I can't make that work together. So I'm filming an emergency video because I gotta hit my Monday upload. You know, what would you all do if I didn't upload a video on Monday? I would hate to think of what would happen there. So today, like I said, we're doing an emergency video. For this, I'm gonna do something quick. I don't want to subject you to too much of a low quality video where it's all one take, no audio updating. I'm probably already doing you a disservice by talking this much. So right now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to close my eyes, and I'm going to pick a random book off of these shelves that you see right here to go ahead and talk about for exactly 3 minutes. I have a timer queued up right over here, and I'm just going to go off the cuff. I will not know what the book is. I'm not going to know anything about it. I'm just going to go ahead for 3 minutes, and then I'm going to do my sign off. I don't know. That sounds fun to me. Maybe it's not. This will probably be my lowest viewed video that I have, but it's something. So, anyway. Eyes closed. Spin around. Spin around. Okay. And we're going to talk about this book. This is Ultimates, Volume 2. Okay. So, we're going to go ahead. And we're going to get the timer set up. 3 minutes, Ultimates 2. Okay, so I have the first half of Ultimates in my Ultimates Omnibus Sampler, where it's the first 6 issues. So this is the second half of Ultimates Volume 1 by, not Jeff Loeb, Mark Miller and Brian Hitch. So this book... This was actually one of the important books that kind of got me back into comics. I was a big comics fan when I was a kid, as much as I could be. I didn't have regular access to comics, and so I would get them when I was at my grandma's, but like I was never actively in comics. Like I liked comics, but I could never be in them because I didn't have regular access. So it wasn't until I was in the end of high school that I started to have it. And I had a buddy who was super into the Ultimates, and he would tell me all the time about like how cool the Ultimates was. And of course, because you're in high school, you can't like the same things. I couldn't like the same things he did, but he liked comics, so I was going into it. So this was actually a pretty important book to me. So anyway, this is the biggest book probably of the Ultimates universe when it was coming out. Ultimate Spider-Man, I think, has stood the test of time a little bit better, but this book at the time, like this set up what we have as the modern Marvel Cinematic Universe. So basically, this book is a lot of what you see in the original Avengers movie. It's a more brutal, more modern take on what the Avengers is. We get in here, I mean, you get some like pretty mature themes going on. I mean, you get some domestic abuse going on between Hank and Janet Pym. You get Steve, who is Captain America, kind of moving in a little bit, not necessarily moving in, but you get some one-liners. Again, Steve confronts Hank Pym, or Pym, depending on what it is. I said outside, meatball. You're not going to get 616 Captain America beating up Giant Man, slapping me across the face for beating up his wife. This big enough for you, moron. He makes a... this is not something you get. This is where you are going to get classic, do you think this A on my forehead stands for France? A lot of what you get is there. And at this point, a lot of this book is kind of ridiculed. I mean, right here, that is the classic. You think the letter, this letter on my head stands for France, when he's talking about how he doesn't run away. A lot of this gets ridiculed, but I mean, we didn't have comics on this scope at the time that this was coming out. This was the action movie we all wanted to see but never had, that set up the modern cinematic universe. And honestly, this is a big deal, and I stand by it. That's time. That's my 3-minute video. I don't know. I probably didn't say enough, but you know what? I said little enough that this terrible audio probably hasn't completely caused your ears to bleed out, so I'll take it. Anyway, I hope you guys liked it. I will hopefully be back with a better video next week, assuming I can figure out how to make my video editor work. If not, expect another book off my shelf. But in the meantime, I've been Bunkmaster B. You all have been amazing. Catch you next time.